Okay guys, so today we're going to be checking out the in LR cell on a full 200% leader skill. Now we did do the Gohan video yesterday, so it just kind of makes sense we do the cell one today. And unlike the Gohan, unfortunately this guy has not really aged all that well, just because of the stats he gets in his passive are just so low, right? But it does make sense because this guy is almost 3 years old, so I do get why he would be bad. But unlike the Gohan, you know, he just isn't really that good in today's day and age. But we'll see how he's looking like, again, on a full 200% leader skill. We got a very good team right here with him, and I would say, honestly, we got a lot of good support and links as well. So yeah. But before we get into his kit, just make sure you guys like and subscribe. I appreciate 400 subscribers. It really does mean a lot to me. And yeah, let's just get right into it. So starting off with his leader skill, it's Android/Cell Saga, category Ki +4, and HP attack +150%, and then defense +170%. Or Extreme Int type Ki +3 and HP attack and defense +120%. So he unfortunately is one of those leaders that is like 150 for some stats and then 170 for others. So it's not just the 170 across the board, and that does kind of make it to where this isn't really that great of a leader skill, because obviously a 170 lead is kind of ideal, right? Because having it to where HP and attack are only at 150%, you're going to notice how most of your units are just not going to be doing as much damage, and your HP might even be a little bit lower. So that does kind of suck, but he is Ki +4, and the defense is at 170%, which I would argue is probably the most important part. So for sure, pretty good right there. And then the int leader skill is pretty nice as well. But moving on to his super attack effect, his 12 Ki, he causes colossal damage to enemy and greatly lowers defense. And then on his 18 Ki, he greatly raises attack for 1 turn and causes mega colossal damage to enemy. So no defense there, unfortunately, but who knows, maybe we could see that with his EZA. And then on his passive, he gets attack and defense +80%, and then he raises defense up to 80%. The more HP remaining, the greater the defense boost. And then he gets an additional Ki +1 and attack +20% per existing enemies, and then he evolves when conditions are met. So yeah, I mean, not really a great passive right there, I gotta say. Only 80% attack and defense. And granted, you could get an additional 80% defense from the boost, but it is restricted on how much HP you have. And you could get some more as attack as well, but most of the time that's not going to make that much of a difference. Not only because it's only 20% attack, but obviously most of the time you're only facing like 1 or 2 enemies. Unless you're in something like Super Battle Road, in which case, I mean, maybe this guy could be hitting a little bit harder, but I don't know. Still not really too impressed right there with the passive, but moving on to his links and categories, his links are actually pretty good. He has stuff like Big Bad Bosses and Legendary Power and Fierce Battle. And if you're going to run him next to cells, stuff like Gentleman, Messenger from the Future, Ultimate Life Form, and maybe even Kamehameha, you might get active with a couple of them. So this isn't necessarily the worst link, or the worst link set, I should say, especially because he's got Big Bad Bosses, which is, I mean, of course, that's a good link right there. So kind of good with links. And then he's got a lot of categories, but I would argue some of these aren't really that good, because stuff like Target Goku, Power Absorption, Planetary Destruction, Sworn Enemies, Accelerated Battle, Worldwide Chaos, I mean, these just really need better leads. I guess Power Absorption, I think, does have a 200% lead with the AGL cell, but he's not really the greatest leader ever as well. So, I mean, I don't know. I just think we need 200% leads with most of these teams, but with Cell Max coming out soon, because of course Superhero is going to be, the Superhero units should be releasing sooner than later, a lot of these teams could get buffs, and it could be a totally different kind of perspective once he releases. But until then, not really too impressive with categories, just because unfortunately a lot of these just kind of suck. But he does have a lot of them, so that is nice. And then he does have a evolution, so basically he just transforms. And the condition is he can evolve when HP is 30% or less. So another thing he shares with the AGL Gohan is his active skill condition is straight ass. It's completely horrible. 30% or less is such a bad condition, because like it's so specific. I don't know. I mean, if you're below 30% HP, don't get me wrong, this is going to be nice because he does actually do a good amount when he transforms, but that's just such a horrible condition, right? But hopefully we could see that change when he EZAs. But starting off with his super attack effects, on his 12 Ki, he causes colossal damage to enemy and massively lowers defense. And then on his 18 Ki, he causes mega colossal damage to enemy and lowers attack and defense. So the lowering of attack right there is pretty nice. And then on his passive there, or on his passive here, he recovers HP just fully, once only. So that is kind of the good part of evolving with this guy, is because if you are below 30% HP, that full HP recovery is very nice. And then he gets Ki +4, attack and defense plus 120%, attack and defense plus 20% when attacking with 4 or more Ki Spheres obtained, attack and defense plus 20% with 6 or more Ki Spheres obtained, and then attack plus 20% with 8 or more Ki Spheres obtained. So, I mean, kind of good. Not really great though. No tech, no additionals, no crits, no dodge, no guard, no damage reduction, just some attack and defense. And honestly, I would say it's kind of low. I wish he had a base of at least 150% attack and defense, but I mean, maybe I'm being too critical because, again, this is a 3-year-old unit. So we could, of course, see some major improvements with his EZA. But I will say this, the Ki +4 is very nice because that kind of helps him get his 18 Ki just more often. So his active skill from when he transforms, it can be activated when facing only one enemy starting from the 3rd turn after evolution. And then the effect is it greatly raises attack temporarily, causes ultimate damage, and massively lowers defense. So pretty solid right there. His link set does change. He gains Revival, which I know it says level 1 right there, but it's just a glitch in my private server. It is level 10. But yeah, so pretty much it with this guy. No equips on him, but if I did suggest you kind of building him a certain path, I would say go full additionals, just because when he gets his EZA, he most likely is going to get defense on those super attack effects. So maybe you just want to be more prepared for that. But honestly, I would say just wait until he gets his EZA, until putting them in, unless you got to use them in any event. In that case, just go whatever. But okay, so right here, we're at 231k defense, which is pretty solid. We do have 3 links active, but these are kind of like the main links. So Big Bad Bosses, of course, is active right here, and that is where he's going to get most, or not most, but a lot of his defense from. So the fact that it's 231k defense and that's it does kind of suck, because he's not getting any extra defense, any guard or damage reduction again. So, you know, that's not necessarily that great, but you know, he doesn't have any support right here, so I guess it is what it is. But we did get a 12 Ki right here just to see what it's looking like, see how much damage it can do, and just all that. So 2.51, definitely unimpressive, especially considering, again, he's doing nothing else. I guess he is lowering defense, so I mean, he is doing something else. The lowering defense is kind of nice, but I don't know. I'm still not too impressed. But he does get that 50% attack on his 18 Ki, so I mean, I guess that is kind of proof you should go full additional with him, because that 50% attack is only really going to benefit you if you get in an additional. So, because it doesn't start, it's not like when you start performing a super attack or anything like that. It's after you've performed it, then you get that, that 50% attack buff. So, I guess you probably should go full additional with him just so you can make some use of that, because he doesn't have any built-in additionals, so you wouldn't be getting those. And, yeah. His ideal linking partner is actually this physical cell we have in slot 3 right here. So it is kind of unfortunate we got him in the 2nd rotation, but it is what it is. I believe they share 6 out of 7 links, so they will be looking pretty good together. But right here, we do have a little bit of support. Okay, well, we gotta watch this. Not that I'm complaining. This doesn't look bad. It's just, you know, we gotta watch it. But I do believe we have some support right here. I gotta see who we have support from, because I forget who I threw on this team. Oh yeah, the Kid Boo, or the Bobbity and Boo. So so with the support, we're at 274k defense. I believe right now we have offensive support though. We don't have any defensive support. So oh no, actually we have 50% defensive support. So I mean, I don't know. That's not really that good still. We only have the 3 links though, so I mean, I guess, you know, we could be looking a little bit better. But I'm going to go ahead and pop this, because I want to get his 18 Ki super attack right here, because the fact that we haven't gotten it yet is a little annoying. Perfect. So we got a lot of int Ki spheres right here. So a full 24 Ki super. Again, defensively, we're at 274k defense, which that does kind of suck considering he's getting nothing else. But you got to understand, at the time when this guy released, I think that was pretty good start of turn, right? I don't know. I actually started playing a little bit after this guy released, but all right, so 4.29. Yeah, that's not good. That's not good. That does kind of suck. Even the Gohan was doing more than this, but whatever, I guess. Let's wait till we get him evolved, and then we'll start really judging him, because I think it's kind of universally known that this guy sucks when he's not transformed. But it is going to be kind of difficult getting that transformation off into his perfect full power. I don't know what to call it. Or ultimate cell, I think. I don't know. But it is going to be kind of difficult to get that active, because we're going to have to be below 30% HP. But I don't know, maybe we'll bring like a unit that just really sucks, so we can just throw him in a slot, take a lot of attacks, and get below the HP percentage. But I don't know. I think I said this in a previous video, but I wish there was an item that, like, sacrificed some HP, but it, like, gave you something. It did an effect, right? Maybe that's just me because, obviously, I'm doing showcases on these units, and some of them have HP restrictions, but I don't know. If there was one that removed, like, 10% HP, but it gave you a scouter for the rest of the fight, that would be kind of a cool item. Dokkan, hit me up. I can design some of your items for you if you want. No, I'm just playing. But okay, anyway, so right here, we have a very good rotation. We are actually going to be looking very good lengths-wise. We're going to have everything active except for Kamehameha, right? Because this guy doesn't have Kamehameha. Yeah, so everything active except for Kamehameha. We have some defensive support from the... What is his name? Okay, so the Boo. We have defensive support from the Boo. And we're at 308k defense, so a bit of a jump for sure because we have some of these links active, but still not really that good considering we're doing nothing else. Okay, so not a full 24 key, but I mean, still not that bad. We're at like, I think 20 key right here. Okay, so we'll do that with him. And then, okay, so of course we're at a full 24 key from the other cell, but hey, it is what it is. But yeah, I mean, with this guy's Easy A, he could be a good slot 1 unit. This would help a lot of these teams out because running this as a rotation would actually be very good. Because if this guy could hold down slot 1, you could have the physical cell in slot 2. Okay, so we got the additional right there. So for 3 million, basically. I mean, that's alright, I guess. But as I was saying, having the physical cell in slot 2 would kind of just make this rotation work very well because the physical cell is a slot 2 unit because he gets the majority of his defense post super attack. Yeah, look at that. Pretty good attack stat right there as well. So, I mean, yeah. I would say this cell, I mean, other than being in slot 2 and 3, he might look kind of unimpressive, at least, like, start of turn. Because obviously you just cannot run him in slot 1 because, like I said, he gets all of that defense on super attack, so he has to be in slot 2 or 3. But that just really does suck because a lot of these like androids units and stuff like that are slot like 2 and 3 units. So when you have a full team of just slot 2 and 3 units, it kind of becomes difficult to just make a team. So yeah, but all right, we got the both of the transformations right there into perfect form. I guess that was kind of cool. Actually, you know what? We're probably going to one-turn this. Just because this cell does so much damage. Actually, I already did a showcase on this AGL cell, too. And, I mean, he's great. I just wish he was like this turn 1. If he was like this turn 1, this guy would, I would say, would still be a top maybe 15 unit. Well, maybe. I don't know. I don't know. There's been some pretty crazy releases as of lately. So, I don't know if this guy would be top 15 TURs. Not just units in general. I was talking about TURs specifically. But he would for sure be up there. So yeah. Okay, so we got a pretty solid rotation. Excuse me, right here as well. We're going to have everything active except for Kamehameha again. And we do have the support from this guy. But we did get our defense lowered, I think. So we're only at 181k defense. But you know what? Let's nuke with him. Why not? Let's see how much damage he could get with the nuke. We'll also nuke with him when we evolve. I guess I've been calling it his transformation or his active skill. But it is called evolved, so I'll start calling it that. We can nuke with him again when he's evolved because he has a lot more attack and defense going around. So he just hit a lot harder in general. So, alright, so we'll probably show off this rotation and then we'll cut to when I have him evolve. And then we can see what he's looking like there. Alright, so we are taking some damage right there, but of course we had our defense lowered. Okay, so pretty good attack stat right there. Of course that doesn't count towards his performance, right, because it's an item. But we got a crit as well, so a lot of damage right there. Almost a 10 million attack stat. And let's see how much the cell's doing or the cell in slot 2, because this guy has some support. So I think this guy could be pushing a 10 million attack stat as well. Well, as long as we don't die. Okay, no, we didn't. Well, 8 million. Okay, so not exactly 10 million, but still some good damage for sure. For sure, some good damage. But yeah, again, honestly, like these teams are just gonna be crazy. I swear, once Cell Max gets into this game and we get like an LR Gamma 1 and 2. It's just over. The androids team is going to be crazy. I mean, come on. But I can't wait for that, man. But that should be sometime within the next month or two. Because Dokkan already said they were trying to get the Heroes units out before 2023. So yeah, but okay. With that rotation over, let's go ahead and cut to when we have him evolved. Okay, guys, so we are here mid-rotation because I don't know if the animation is start of turn or not. So, okay, yeah, it is. Looks pretty good. Pretty quick, pretty simple. Pretty nice, though. For sure, a little flashy. I would say the Gohan's animations are probably just a hair better. But for sure, pretty good. So yeah, we did get that full HP recovery. And I'm not gonna lie, that took a couple runs to try and get. That was quite tedious, but we got it, so nonetheless, we're good. And right here, we're gonna have everything active except for Revival and Kamehameha, so for sure not the biggest deal. We still got stuff like Big Bad Bosses active, so I think we're pretty good right here. And yeah, we have some support with the Kid Buu, and we're at 211k defense start of turn, but after we pop this, after we get the key spheres, I was gonna say after we pop an item, but I forgot I changed the items up to help me get the active skill. But after we get these 7 key spheres, we should see a pretty big jump in everything, including his attack and defense, because keep in mind, he's getting that 20% attack and defense with 4 key spheres. He's getting additional 20% with 6 key spheres, and then 20% with 8 key spheres, which we did not get, but we did get all those defense from the key spheres. So right here defensively, we're almost at 300k defense, which, I mean, that's pretty much what we've been at throughout the video anyway. So I'm not gonna lie, I'm not really that impressed with his defense right here, but let's see what attacks that we can get to. So 8.38, okay, I'm seeing it. 8.38 is pretty solid, and these animations are pretty good, I'm not gonna lie. I look at that KO screen, that's pretty good. But yeah, I mean, I don't know, defensively he was looking a little bad right there. I just wish maybe he got defense on his super attack effect. I think that would kind of solve all of this guy's issues. Maybe instead of greatly raising attack, you know, he greatly raised defense. Honestly, if they were to go the route which they've been going with a lot of easy A's lately, just kind of change their passive completely, right? Just make it to where they get a bunch of attack and defense, throw something random in there like, I don't know, what do a lot of cells have? Cells have like additionals, some cells have, I think, guard. So, I mean, honestly, just make this guy crazy, right? There's so much they could do with him, so. But, again, back to the superhero thing, though. I really think if Cell Max could come out and just be an amazing linking partner with this guy, and then we could see this guy Easy A, hopefully even in that celebration, right? Because I guess even the superhero celebration, the theme of that would be Gohan versus Cell. And, of course, the AGL Gohan and the Incel we're showcasing right here does fit that theme. So, I mean, seeing them both Easy A and during that celebration would honestly just help these teams massively. So, we do have the active skill right here. I want to make sure I have the skip off. And, yeah, 211k start of turn defense once again. And let's go ahead and play this. Say no game. You gotta prepare yourself. Actually, I kind of like how this looks. I don't know. I think this right here might be a little bit better than... Oh, I forgot. Yeah, the earth explodes. And we got a crit right there. So really, really solid animation right there, I gotta say. I was about to say it's better than the Gohan's, but... I don't know. That Gohan's animations are pretty crazy, so... Alright, so we are going to nuke with this guy, and then we'll probably call it a video. Wow, we got very lucky with key spheres. Can we get these right here? We can. Okay, 19 key spheres, so that's actually really good. So 19 key spheres. Keep in mind, of course, this does not contribute to the unit's performance. This is just seeing how high of an attack that he can get to, really. We have everything active except for Revival and Kamehameha, which Kamehameha is a little bit of an attack, so that could for sure help us right here, but... I mean, hey, it is what it is. Yeah, 211k, so I'm pretty sure the defense, it's when attacking, is when the defense from collecting key spheres kicks in. So, again, after that, or after we attack, that 20% and then the other 20% should kick in. But still, just defensively, man, he sucks. Like, really, he's just not that good. So, let's go ahead and do this just to, you know, make him look a little crazier offensively. And, yeah, let's see what we could get. I feel like right here... we could easily, like, get close to at least a 20 million attack stat, right? Yeah, 18.3. So, almost a 20 million attack stat. Pretty crazy. Pretty solid animations. And, wow, 11.6 million crit. Wow, that's a lot of damage. But, again, of course, it was artificially enhanced with the item. And, defensively right there, he was very bad. So, you know what? Screw it. Let's see how well he could tank in the last phase before we call it a video. I'd be curious to see if he'd be able to tank even normals from this guy. But I guess that I would want to make sure we get the key spheres, and I don't think we have any items to change the key spheres at all. So we might get just like shafted with the key spheres, and if we do, then I guess it is what it is. We'll just call it a video after that. I didn't want to do the Dokkan mode right there because, I mean, as far as I know, this guy could triple super, triple crit, and maybe even kill. I mean, we did get the additional right there. 9.2. Okay. Okay. I mean, yeah, this guy's doing damage, that's for sure. And then 5.7 from this guy. Oh, that's probably why he did such a high of an attack stat. We got these guys linked up next to each other. And then we got the support from this guy and the whole shebang. So, yeah. But okay, so right here, we got some support as well. So, pretty good rotation. Yeah, we get bumped up a little because of support. So, we're at 250k start of turn defense instead of the previous level of defense we've been at throughout the video. Yeah, okay, so we can only get 4 key spheres right there. So, that is kind of unfortunate. But you know what? Let's just see if he can tank still. So, after those 4 key spheres, defensively, we're not really looking that good because we didn't get all the offense and defense from his passive. But we are still tanking double digits from normals. Okay. That's kind of good, actually, and a 6.4 million attack stat. So not really horrible right there. I mean, defensively, he was bad, but he is managing to tank double digits from this guy's normals. But unfortunately, we are getting super attacked right here, so we are dead for sure. I would say there's no chance in hell we live. What? We live? I mean, we still died, but we lived that with, like, barely any HP. Oh, my God. Okay, well, yeah, that has been the video. Let me know what you guys think of this int cell. Let me know what you think his easy A could look like down in the comments, and I'll catch y'all in the next one.